That's where they make mistakes on movies. I'm sorry, Robert Downey Jr. Blow me. If you get $80 million, we can cut $80 million out of this budget and
Yeah.
pay some visual effects guys to make it look good.
I think the reality is that $80 million is a network exec saying like, well, if it didn't work, it's not my fault. We hired all the big stars, so you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Well,
that's a
no,
big
yeah, I'm
part of it.
sure there's a math behind it
Yeah.
somewhere.
I
Also,
look.
yeah,
I love him. I think he's fantastic. I just think that okay,
sure.
enough with the freaking metal superheroes. He's
See,
Doctor
I
Doom
still,
now as well, isn't he?
yeah, that's what's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why? What?
Well, that
Why?
speaks to the imagination in Hollywood. Wait a second. Who could we get who would work really well in a metal suit? Metal
Oh,
suit
oh
Iron Man.
no.
Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.
Two rebels with a streaming show where memes and justice freely flow. Damn dirty apes! Damn dirty apes!
Keep in
Have
mind
you?
that there are huge tracks of my life where I didn't have a TV, and that even though I was in the film
Oh
industry, this is all.
la la la.
I know it's very cool. I make film and television, but I just don't believe in it.
I
You
just don't
know,
watch it.
I don't watch it. Well, I was
Like a
also just a
young Bette Midler. Okay,
uber
go ahead.
nerd, uber nerd. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
that was my nerdiness. Welcome everybody. Welcome,
Everybody, woo!
yay! And Cal's here. Cal's here and speaking right away. What is up?
Cow.
She's having a good day. I actually I chatted with her earlier today. So
Did
um,
you any word on that? Like, is she calling to the
she's
con?
not. No, she's not. I don't think.
Oh,
No, no, no. No, it doesn't sound like this is a good one. But I've said like I've just got to do some more European stuff.
is it uh, a thing we could go fund me, or is it
I don't
don't
know.
want to be amongst people,
I
which
don't
is fine.
I'm not entirely sure I should let Cal answer that. But you know, what
True.
exactly the motives were behind it. But you know, it is to be fair, if you have any social anxiety at all, and I have it
Do not go
at
there.
times, you don't want to, you don't want to do a convention. I buy that. I completely buy that. Um, yeah, you haven't caught this live in a while because we haven't done this live in a while.
It's been terrible.
Yeah, Lance, I'm so sorry, Lance. Yeah, it's been a
Oh, it's
wonderful
fine.
confluence of sort of work and summer stuff and ending in the penultimate dropping of my son off at university, which was much more traumatic than I expected, I must say, and also much less traumatic in other ways. So he's already he FaceTimes and says, "Oh, look at this and that," and it's fantastic. I you know what I tell you, it's all about nature because I don't
Now,
know what I did to nurture that. He's a wonderful kid. I got to say.
given that campus security is much higher alert nowadays, how long did it take to find you crying behind the dumpster?
You know what was funny was the poor guy. We went up to sign him in, and he's still 17, right? So he has to have a grown up sign him in.
Oh,
Um, I go to sign him up, and the woman who signed him up was a big Stargate fan. So
oh,
I had to
fantastic.
pose for a photo,
Oh,
and I was like,
great.
Baz, I'm so sorry. Like I hope
What a douche.
he seemed happy enough. He seemed happy enough about it. So
Okay, good, good.
yeah,
So he
yeah.
wasn't just awfully embarrassed.
I think he was awfully embarrassed. Anyways, no, he was really. I mean, he was quite concerned. You know, he's like, look, Dad, it's not going to be well organized potentially, and not everyone's going to do what you would do in a situation. So I just don't want you to lose it. And I was like, dude, I said I am far too depressed to be angry at anybody. And they were really, really well organized. I got to say, really, really well organized.
And you're like, this Xanax can take care of anything.
I may have upped my antidepressants the night before. It's possible, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was kind of lovely. And then we had this wonderful thing. It was my wife's idea because I was just going to go home and curl in a little ball in a closet and cry and eat pizza maybe.
Yes.
And she said, "Why don't we go take rural routes back towards Toronto and stop at?" And so we stopped at this lovely winery. And she had a little flight of wine, and I had a little flight of, you know what a flight is? This is news to
A
me.
flight of booze?
Yes, you get like basically like a quarter of a glass
No
times
problem.
4 of 4 different types of wine.
Oh, okay. So you're really okay. I get it. Yeah.
So Jane did that. I did, because I'm of course a child. I did 4 different flavors of kombucha.
No.
Have you ever had
Isn't
kombucha?
kombucha like fermented tea?
It's like fermented tea, but it's not alcoholic per se. There's a tiny amount of it, but it's basically a soft drink. So they had
Oh, okay.
the best one was the lemongrass one, which I'm very surprised at, because that would not have been my choice. The cherry vanilla, and a bunch of other ones. Oh, it's fantastic.
Well,
And
I
then
just
the
like,
meal was great. You're sitting in a field beside a winery, and there's like bees everywhere because they've got an aviary as well. And it's fantastic. Yeah, amazing.
wow.
What
Did
son?
you,
I say. What son? What
who
son?
cares?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that was on your way back.
I was on our way back, and then we got home, and he'd left us a note, and that destroyed
Oh
us.
no.
He went out
Snot
and bought a
running
little
down your
card.
face.
Bought a little card that he thought would be appropriate because it was like a little like panda bear thing with the scuba gear on. He thought that was very appropriate for me because I've been doing my scuba stuff, and then he just wrote the most. He wrote a thank you note.
Wow. Did he
Thank
put
you for raising me. Thank you for thank you for letting me go to the school. Thank you for, like, it was just the most remarkably
Wow.
wonderful. And compliments and thank you for giving me a passion for learning, even if it's not the same stuff that you're into. And
Oh my
oh
god.
my God, I was a
Wow.
mess. That's not my son now. I am
Baz,
Ironham. That's not Baz on now, is it? Baz, you can't listen to this. I'm
Baz.
dishing dirt on you.
Okay, wait, let me say, I think Baz is a genius because what he did was he set me up for the first time. He like doesn't call for like 5 days,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
or he
yeah,
goes, and thank you, Dad, for not getting me a car so that I would have freedom.
yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. Is that really Baz? Is Baz? I haven't seen Baz on this chat forever. Wow. Now I'm very self-conscious. Sorry, Baz. Don't mean to be telling tales out of school, but quite proud of you, kiddo.
Well, you're lucky you didn't see the snot coming out of his nose.
I was like, yes, I lost my. It was just lovely, and he left this little book. He left a little book that he said to cheer us up, and it's one of those, like, what is it? They're called those book of silly aphorisms, but they're all negative.
Okay,
Like, have a panic attack, you deserve it. That kind of stuff. Like,
okay, gotcha.
there's some pretty great ones in there as well.
Oh, so good to see you,
Baz is
Baz.
just checking in. Well, thank you, sir.
Dude, if you get stuck in math, I'm telling you, you know one of the world's greatest. And
And it's not me.
I suck. I mean, I suck at, like, I can't river dance. I can't tap dance. I'm just not a dancer.
See, I
But I
can't do
can
any
do
of that.
math. I can do math. So
Right. Well, there you go. You've got an outstanding offer of math help if you need it.
yeah,
I
I've
was going
got
through
you.
the clubs. There's a whole list of clubs at the. I'm not going to mention the university just because I don't know how.
Right. Who knows? We want to track it down.
And I was listing off all the clubs. I said, look, there's a Pokemon club. Oh my God, there's a Magic the Gathering club. Oh my God, there's a this and that. And Baz is like, yeah, Dad, I'll handle it. I'm on it now. Like, I got this. He's got it.
He's going to join like the feminism club because that's where all the ladies are. And he's going to join the Be Kind to Animals
Well,
club.
you know what he's got? His first volunteer gig is because you can volunteer instead of doing hours at school. You can volunteer, and he's done.
Wait.
He's got like a golf. He's got a international young women's golf contest, golf, whatever. Yeah.
So he's going to be a caddy? What are we talking about here?
No, I don't think he's a caddy. I think he's doing some kind
Ball washer?
some kind of scoring or something. He is not a ball washer. Well, who knows? I mean, I don't know
Are
what
you washing balls, Baz?
Yeah. We went to a golf course. He played golf while we were away up at the cottage, and
Like a first timer?
I think it's one of the first times for him. Yeah. But
Wow.
I'll tell you this. It's straight out of Get Out. Like, it is the whitest. This place was like the whitest.
Oh yeah.
Like, most privileged. I'm sure it was a wonderful golf course, but holy crap. I really felt like someone's going to come running by really quickly. And, so yeah, it was interesting. Tournament. Thank you, Jakandar. Oh my God, I'm bad at the names again now. Anyways, look, sorry, we should say what this is.
It's Damn Dirty Abes.
Damn Dirty Abes. I, of course, being the Damn Dirty Abe. You, of course, being
the not a dirty ape, because Abes are able-bodied people who seem to have proven that they cannot take care of this world.
Seem to
So-
have. I think we've done a fantastic job of proving we shouldn't be running this place.
Right. So it's up to us,
Yeah.
the severely disabled, to we're the ascended, we're the next evolutionary step. We're gonna save this joint. So that's what we're doing. Mocking the walking. Mocking the walking, that works.
Mocking the walking, that's good.
I like
Mock the
that.
walk. Mock the walk. Like like it would just get
Oh,
and then
really?
maintained. It was great. Yeah.
Okay, when NBC flew me out to be on the
Mm,
Today Show,
mm.
I had a Russian driver in my wheelchair van limo. Okay,
Mm, mm.
and we're going through New York, and this guy is inches away from the person in front of him.
Yeah.
And then when he wants to change lanes, is there a space? No.
I'll make it.
Where I come from, we make a space.
Yeah.
And so he just starts turning. And people are like, because we're the big car.
Yeah.
When we got home or back to the hotel room, have you ever like almost died? So you're like laughing and laughing and laughing.
Yeah. That
Like you're
frantic, that
giddy.
giggle.
Yeah,
That giggle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Frankly, I think I was doing plenty of breaking of wind, I think, for all people involved. Yeah.
how many pilots have you done though?
How many pilots have I been in?
Yes,
Like
like a bunch.
a bunch. I mean, most of them went to series, luckily, but
Oh, la-di-da.
yes, one of them didn't, and weirdly, it was the one that I thought was going to be the big one too, actually, because that was a Sylvester Stallone one.
No way.
Yeah.
Were you on set with Sylvester Stallone?
I was didn't act with him, but he was a writer producer on it, so I met him.
Oh, okay. But you're 5'10", so he was like, he could suckle upon your bosom and stand.
He was. I
Straight
was
up.
very impressed with him. I thought he was a really together. Well, you've got a bunch of stuff we wanted to talk about. We should. Is there anything in particular that jumped out for you as something to look at?
I would like to look at you and I have had discussions, and like your dad becomes you bring him up quite often in. Do we want government to be in charge of healthcare, or do we want businesses somehow are better?
Is private or public, basically? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at what private can do on its own.
Where are we at with that?
The two brothers with Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
Oh my God! Yeah. Where is that?
So we're probably. I got this from a place. It should be fine to watch. Most of it. We'll stop it periodically to discuss what we know and don't know.
Yeah. Let me
pull
this out. You set it up for us.
It's an insurance company. For some reason, well, not some reason, muscular dystrophy is a heritable disease. So like when my mom and dad had my younger sister, they had like a 50-50 chance of having another kid with muscular dystrophy.
Right.
I don't think they were really up on that back then.
Right.
But so in this family, there are twins, probably paternal twins. I don't think they look identical. Who both have Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, which is always fatal by the early 20s. Except for now, they can do gene therapy.
Right. Is there anywhere particular in this article you wanted to look at, or
it's only 3 minutes? Is it okay if we just hit it?
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Go.
All right.
Chicago area dad William Small strives to care for his 3 sons equally.
So he's got 3
says
sons.
He and his wife Allison can't.
Your insurance company is denying one son, correct, the same treatment your other son has received and seems to be thriving after receiving.
Correct. Yes, it's.
Oh, that's
baffling.
insane.
It's the exact same diagnosis.
I don't. So they both got exactly the same condition because it's genetic.
Correct. Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Yeah.
And what could you for people? What does that entail? What is the
very similar to mine? The motoral neurons decay, not giving muscles any signals, so the muscles atrophy.
Right. Okay.
So with them, you can get up to like 8 and not even know you have it.
Really?
And then all of a sudden, your pinky will start rolling up, or your hand will start kind of curving in, or just some kind. And then the kid starts tripping a lot and falling. You're like, what the heck? Mine started when I was just a baby, and they knew I went from standing on my, how you can hold a baby under their armpits and they'll support themselves on their legs. I did that to where I would just cry and not support myself at all. And then that's how they knew something was up.
Right.
So,
or you were just being difficult.
I was a lazy baby.
You lazy. That's what. Yes,
lazy baby.
Lazy. Okay, so going back to this, then. Okay, so basically, you're saying it's basically a death sentence eventually.
It's not even basically. It is a death sentence. There's nobody's survived Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
For longer than how long?
Like 25 is like the outside edge.
And that entire time, you're not basically able to move.
No, well, yeah, no, you by the time you're in your high school years, you're like me, maybe a little less, but then by the time when you're sneaking up on 20, your breathing is massively impaired. I'm like at 20% lung capacity.
You're 20% lung capacity, really?
Yeah, it might be less than that, but yeah.
So eventually, will you need oxygen of some sort or assistance with that?
I think, but
yeah,
knock on David's head. So there you go. And swallowing has become a bitch. But anyway.
Really?
Oh, it's awful, dude.
So what do you do about that?
I concentrate really hard on swallowing. Like every bite, I'm like, did I chew that 8,000 times? Okay, good. Now I'm just gonna cordon some of it off in this cheek and swallow just a little bit.
Can't you? Well, then shouldn't you be having like more liquid stuff, or what do you?
Yeah, but who wants liquid steak, bro? I feel like
that's
my
called
sister.
Soup. That's called gravy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. If you saw what my sister does, now granted, my vegetables are not al dente, like, so she really.
Is it a British? Is it a British vegetable?
Yes.
Boil it within an inch of its life.
Yeah. Yep. I had
that's how I
had a pile of asparagus last night.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, that's how. Yeah, just it's been getting where it's just a little bit scary. They have to help me more often than not. We're coming up with like, okay, give warm tea really helps you swallow. And then Trenton goes on ChatGPT and found out that if you put your head down and try swallowing there, take a drink, that will put things in a different position in your throat.
Do you find that helps?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only if I get, like, I'll get where I can't swallow even fluid, like because the food jammed everything up. And I've always done this because I've never been perfect at swallowing. So before I take a bite or try to swallow, I take the biggest breath I can and then hold it. That way I'm never breathing in when I'm doing a swallow.
So you don't inhale it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
and if you and you noticed a difference recently with this?
Yeah, the last year.
Really?
Or so. Yeah.
And what are the like, how does one treat this? Like, what does one do?
They do swallowing studies and they go, hey, you can't swallow very well.
So eventually you're going to have to go to more liquid foods.
I guess. I don't think about it, but yeah.
Right. All right. Well, I'm here to make you more miserable. That's really my job. So yeah, if I can bring up any painful stuff for you, let me know. And
no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe more butter in my food, so it just straight down.
Nice. Well, then you should eat here. I put butter in. My wife is like, "Did you put any eggs in these eggs?" Because I'm like, I'm butter, and then a little bit of egg in there too. So
see, you're already preparing for me to come.
That's it. I can't. Okay. They'll be sliding food down my throat in no time at all.
No problem.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, stuff that this is gonna have to deal with. Basically.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
And they're already pretty young. What do they look like? 10?
That diagnosis, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, or DMD, a genetic disorder that progressively attacks a person's muscles. Experts say most are in a wheelchair around 12 and don't live to see 30.
Parents all the time think about like, oh, when my kid goes to high school or college or gets married.
You can't dream about those things.
You can't dream about them.
Noah and Hunter Small, now 9 and 10, were diagnosed as toddlers. Only their oldest brother, Carter,
Wow.
doesn't have it. Doctors telling
May we
Allison
pause
she
it
had
here?
passed.
So if they were toddlers when they discovered it, it's bad. They are, and if you look,
They're exhibiting already, you mean?
yes, if you can discover it by then, they're not going to make it to 20.
Could they have
intervention.
discovered it because of genetic testing?
You know what? I have a great story about that I should tell everybody, since they love watching me bawl.
Are you gonna cry?
No, I'm not going to cry. You're crying.
You're
baby.
crying. I'm crying on the
crying,
inside.
baby.
You're crying, you baby. Yeah.
Diaper baby.
What was that? Those women that you sent me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We should probably rephrase that. A video that Lance will share in a minute, maybe, but that we're just railing on Elon Musk.
They're wine moms who are like ripping into MAGA and stuff.
Oh my God! But using the same kind of MAGA style insult and bluster, but from the left perspective, and it stops you in your tracks as you're listening to it.
I gotta admit, I find it quite attractive.
Do you? Well, I feel like that is somewhat unsurprising to me, Lance.
Yeah,
somewhat unsurprising. Do you want to talk about your DNA story now, or do you want me to keep going?
No. Let's keep going.
Okay, because I'm just the Abe here. So
DMD down as a carrier.
A lot of guilt, but
a lot of guilt.
I had no idea.
Right.
So
what guilt?
I had no idea.
Oh, because she passed it down?
Healthy, but his legs are failing. His larger calf muscles layered with scar tissue as DMD attacks.
How does it make you feel?
Tired a lot.
It makes you feel tired a lot? After doing what kinds of things?
Anything.
But these days, Noah is having an easier time, able to pedal alongside Carter.
Wish I got the medicine.
You got the medicine.
Yeah.
What is the medicine?
State-of-the-art gene therapy shown to slow DMD's progress. Known as Elevidys, it costs $3.2 million. Noah received the treatment earlier this year, covered by the family's insurance.
$3.2 million.
He's talking about
to produce or to.
Maybe we should. If anybody in chat wants to look, where's James Evo when you need him? I know that the stuff that I could take is like right around $750,000 the first year.
Whoa! Sorry. So they're talking about $3.2 million for a treatment?
Perhaps for the first year. It could be over a lifetime because, like I said, mine is $750 for 1 year. I'm kind of beyond it, but anyways.
Have you done it? Have you taken?
No. A child with my disability it works on. Adults not so much, but it would be $750,000 a year, $200,000 a year upkeep.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's beyond any rational or mid-income or even upper.
So they're basically pricing it in order to get big money out of insurance. They don't want individuals buying this. They want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if somebody with a CRISPR can make it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll bet. Well, that's the thing. So that was what happened at that biohacking thing I went to in Vegas a couple of years ago. There's a guy got up on stage and was like, they found the most expensive gene treatment that they could find, gene therapy, and they produced it for $750 in the guy's freaking garage.
Are you able to get a hold of those guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
How about your little Ukrainian cool dudes?
Oh, I haven't talked to her. She's I know. I was doing the Patreon thing for a while there, but I think she's branched off into something else now. I should check up. I don't even know.
I would love to talk to her for both things, the science.
Well, you should definitely talk to what's his name or what's her name? Joe Zahner. Because they're involved in all this kind of stuff. So
yeah.
All right. It says that Elevidys costs $3.2 million for a one-time single-dose intravenous infusion, making it one of the most expensive drugs in the world. That's Jakander. Did that for us.
Thanks, Jakander.
Let's show that. Should we show that? Look, because I can.
Nice.
That it's funny. There's a part of me that goes like, well, we got to pay them. Otherwise they're not going to, you got to pay these companies. Otherwise there's going to be no impetus for them to do the thing. But this is where I go like, isn't this the kind of thing that the government should be doing? Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if your dad's right. And like,
what you mean? Dad's right about the idea of there being a privatized.
No, your dad's
I don't think he wants
so
purely
freaked out about.
He doesn't want purely
government.
Yeah, he doesn't want purely government. Yeah, he doesn't want it purely government. I think he would probably be okay with a combined system, but it's the the government stuff scares him because of the Second World War and the treatment of lives not worth living type
Yes,
thing.
and that's kind of
where we're going back to.
Think about it. I mean, isn't that what a company's going to do? I mean, companies are just there. They actually have a legal responsibility to make money.
Yeah.
For their shareholders, right?
No, you're right. I think when it comes to pharmaceuticals and stuff, it's something that should be. This should be like, like this should be like one of these big like space projects or one of these big. They should be. Let's cure this, let's cure that. Let's do imagine the stuff we could be coming up.
And there's not a million people with this disease.
And that's the problem.
There's like 200, there's like maybe 1,000, 2,000.
Right. And so they're having to incur the costs where if it was something like, COVID, you're going to have something very quickly,
But all the research was done with government money. And you remember the Jerry Lewis telethon when they make $100 million a year or something? Well, that's what paid for it. So I don't know. They're not doing commercials for this shit. So I don't know where there's something.
It would be interesting to trace the paperwork on this. That might be worth looking into, seeing what the history of this is.
I like that.
Like how has it changed hands? How has it gone from a government funded or aided research or university or whatever into the hands of a company that wants to charge $3.2 million to make a freaking kid not be in pain and tired their entire lives.
Right. I mean, you saw his little calves, right?
Yeah.
My calves used to be like hard.
I wish my calves
and my thighs.
And my little calves.
Huge, right?
He had like Popeye calves.
Right.
Yeah.
And then because that's when the muscles are really dying off. Then when they finally go away, you get all soft and squishy.
Right. And which stage are you at?
I don't know. Stage
5. Should we go back? Continue?
Yeah. Yes, please.
All right.
As a Levitus, it costs $3.2 million.
Yeah. Okay, so they were talking about per
received
treatment.
The treatment earlier this year, covered by the family's insurance provider, Blue Cross Blue Shield's federal employee program. The family initially hesitated with Hunter, whose DMD had been causing heart issues. But doctors soon signed off, only to have Blue Cross Blue Shield deny Hunter's coverage twice, listing the treatment as not medically necessary.
What are the details of that? What are the specifics? But you get none. It's very frustrating.
Citing patient privacy, Blue Cross Blue Shield declined to discuss the brothers' specific
We can't
cases,
talk about
but
it
said
because
its
of their
decisions are guided
privacy.
by nationwide best practices for care, helping to identify what has proven successful for members in the past.
Wow.
Elevidus has been under scrutiny, with the FDA in June announcing 2 boys had died after getting it, though when they received the treatment, their DMD was so far along, they already could no longer walk. A physician herself, Allison...
So they didn't die because of it. They died after taking it. Is that right? There's causation and causality and it's not actually...
Part of why medicine is so hard for me is they don't want to like kill me accidentally, right?
Right.
Like I was going to get a colonoscopy and that turned stupid real quick. So we just decided not to do it.
Wow.
So,
I wish I could have decided not to do it, but I've had 2.
But then we wouldn't have known about your torturous colon.
It's true. You wouldn't have known about my I think intriguingly torturous colon, apparently.
Much like that tunnel system in Graveyard Rats.
It's true. In fact, that was modeled on my intestinal tract.
I thought they probably did a plaster mold of your colon.
I had to sit still for a plaster mold of my colon. It's true. It's true.
And
all right, let's go back.
A lot of coffee.
And a lot
Okay.
I do drink too much coffee. There we
Stands the
go.
risks, but argues DMD already guarantees an early death. Their only hope to pray for a cure and stall the disease.
No, not pray.
No. Yeah,
While their
see?
sons can still walk, run, even swim.
Hunter is declining. We don't have days, weeks, months to wait. We need this done as soon as possible.
Do you feel like your insurance company is wasting that precious time
Yes.
with this process?
Yes.
And you're watching your son deteriorate?
Yes.
Before our eyes.
He did.
Maggie Vespa, NBC News, when
I don't
Wow.
like the weak language that I wish journalists could actually come out and not pretend like things were two sides. Do you feel like they're wasting his life? Like, does it bother?
So they're wasting his life.
Yeah, they're wasting his life. What do you say to that? That kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
These two brothers who are basically twins, right? They're going to develop at a completely different rate now.
Mm.
One backwards, the other one forward. So, I don't know. It just seems evil, dude.
No, so the funny thing here, not funny at all, is I mean
Oh yeah, funny odd.
we should check with Q on this, but Q looked into getting a treatment that was available to him, and the government doesn't cover it.
Is he Duchenne?
He's not Duchenne, I don't believe. I think he's a muscular dystrophy of some sort as well. I think we should get him on one day.
Yeah,
He's been doing. I'm curious to know what his culinary stuff's been like.
yeah, and how he's doing.
Yeah.
He's kind of bedridden, right?
He has been ever since I've known him. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I know people in the U.S. with my condition who are having to spend $10,000. Yeah, I mean that's Q, not as in John Delancey, although I do know John Delancey as well. But Q, finger snapping Q, no, quite the opposite, in fact. Anyways, okay, so what is the solution to this then? Because there's a part of me that goes like, okay, look, there's got to be a monetary, like, I mean, someone's got to pay for it, obviously.
Right.
It seems to me that this is a perfect government opportunity for government.
What I feel like is, what's insurance? It is a way of spreading risk over a larger population.
Right.
Right. Like when we were in a village with, say, 50 people, if you only have one hunter, well, you're screwed, right? If he goes down. So you have, 10 hunters, and then you have some chances that, if you go down, or you group up with more people, you get 150 people in your group. So
Right.
So the same thing with insurance. Something's going to go wrong, and we can anticipate that as humans. So let's spread that risk over a wider base. We'll all accept a little less money or something. We'll pay a little bit to spread the risk over all of us, so a few people aren't just wiped out. Well, why make it businesses who are fighting against each other, who are trying to make profits, while also, competing, right? Because to compete, you have to drive down costs, and costs. This is the cost.
Well, the idea of this is that the hope would be there would be competing companies and it would knock down the price. But when you have such a small market for this stuff, so to speak, people who need it,
right?
Then it's not viable.
Capitalism does not work for anything that has, what's it called, infinite elasticity, meaning that you'll pay anything to get rid of your cancer, right?
Right.
If you're going to die,
people do.
Yeah, it just goes and goes and goes and goes. There was a fellow I know who is quadriplegic from a motorbike accident. He sold his house, and he lives in a garage now as a quadriplegic because he went down to like Costa Rica or something, got dipshit treatments that didn't do anything. So,
did you ever watch Apple Cider Vinegar?
No.
I think it was on Netflix, and I recommended it to you a while back. But it's about all these, like, it's like how to cure cancer with healthy living and positive energy and this and stuff, and of course, just how dangerous that can be for some people if it's instead of getting proper medical.
Well, there was somebody around town was going down to Mexico, and they were feeding them apple seeds because of the cyanide in it.
Mm.
It's like, what? And somehow that was going to cure their cancer.
Yeah.
But they spent tons of money.
Yeah. Well, this is apple cider vinegar was one of the ones that was, yeah. You should. I mean, you should see it. It's a very frustrating series in that but it's really nicely shot and really well acted, and it's about influencers, like the health influence market in Australia. It's specifically a real story about a woman who pretended to have cancer and pretended that what she was doing had saved her.
Was curing her. Now we need. This is where I think next week, our entire health system is being run by one of those people who has a worm in his brain that died and is now calcified, and he believes that he can look at people. And
the worm in the brain thing doesn't make any sense. So I mean, either he has syphilis or he has some kind of
it's something he got in India.
Yeah, I mean, the worm brain thing doesn't ring true to me. I'd love to know exactly what the specifics are on that. I think he had syphilis. That's what I think. Well, because syphilis is a worm-like,
is it? I thought it was just a bacteria or something.
No, well, I think it doesn't. I should look this up, shouldn't I?
Yeah, let's look up syphilis. Everybody.
Syphilis. Oh my God, Google's gonna love me.
Like Johnny Dangerous.
There you go. Syphilis worm. Syphilis worm is a misunderstanding. A syphilis is caused by the spiral-shaped bacterium. Palladium, not a worm. So my father said that if he's talking about having a worm in his brain, he's probably mistaking it for syphilis bacteria, which has a worm-like look to it.
Well, if you remember, the reason this even came up is when he got a divorce and his wife was trying to get alimony from him. He said he didn't have the earning potential anymore because his brain wasn't what it used to be, because he's got this diagnosis, and they showed x-rays of this thing in his head. Okay. And now he's in charge of Health and Human Services.
Yeah.
He was too impaired to pay alimony, but now his brain is fine. Oh God.
Oh, wait a sec. If this is true, this is an AI overview. Maybe I don't know if I want to trust that or not, but it says, so it was a worm, but it's a pork tapeworm. Thought he had a brain tumor, but the scans revealed a dead tapeworm that had entered his brain.
I thought it was something like that. I didn't know.
Probably by ingesting contaminated eggs, or I don't know, maybe
dead bear or whale.
Ingested the eggs of a pork tapeworm. Wow.
Well, I mean,
he experienced symptoms like memory loss and brain fog, which led to the discovery of the dead worm. But apparently has no lasting effects from the parasite.
Yeah, because your brain is known for healing itself, right?
Wow. Jesus. So it's not syphilis. What do they actually do?
We got 5 GBPs.
What does that mean?
Great Britain. British
Good
pounds.
Lord, 5 GB. That's British pounds. That's real money.
I think so.
Holy Saturnian. Thank you very much. Also, I'm still funding my depression box ATM, and you guys talk about depressing stuff. Again, gosh, love you too.
Well, if misery loves company, maybe depression does too.
That's it. We if we should all us depressed, my dad called it the black dog. All of us with the black dog need to band together and have fun ways of dealing with this stuff.
Or pet somebody else's black dog.
The world sucks. Yeah. Let's make fun of it all,
I don't mean to, It seems like I go there. Well, but
did he eat pork that was not cooked well enough? I mean, potentially.
Well, sure. I mean, you look at all the dumb shit he did. Remember he had a whale head on top of his car that he tied there, and he had cut the whale head off with a chainsaw? And his kids were riding in the car with him, and like the juice would come in, and he's an abomination. Certainly abomination. Look, he's welcome to do whatever he wants with his life, but unfortunately he's now being put in charge of many other lives as well. So. Right. And now they're going to come out with, did you see they're shutting off COVID vaccinations? It's the mRNA one, right? They don't like the mRNA one? The one that works.
the modern technology. Look, because of course JFK doesn't mind putting dead things into his body because that's what he's already got one in his brain.
Yeah.
No wonder he's got no problems with that. It is funny though. Like, I mean, I was on set the other day and there was a background performer who I had some interaction with as part of a scene, and he was happily telling me about how he does not get vaccinated. There's no way, no one's vaccinating him. I'm like, okay, sure, I guess. I don't like. I want to shake him and go like, read a freaking paper or something. You know what I mean?
We need to keep up our "Are you daft?" part of the show.
Well, this is part of it too. Is I think that I think that this is part of the problem with the left as well. Is that we have a tendency to want to give people the benefit of the doubt. We want to, like, well, maybe we don't understand it all. Maybe there's something going on there that, but they always have these anecdotal stories about like, so-and-so took the vaccine and then was hit by a bus. And you're like,
right. He drank a beer and milk in the same day.
Yeah. I took the vaccine and I was sick for days. I was like, yeah, it's your body fighting a terrible virus. Like,
I don't know if you remember, my arm broke out horribly. I don't care. Yeah. And it swelled up. But all I had to do is take Pepsid. It was really weird. It was like a tummy
Pepsid AC, really?
Yeah, Pepsid got rid of it.
Really? So it was some kind of an imbalance of some sort or something? Benadryl, yeah.
No,
Benadryl,
there's something in Pepsid that fights inflammation.
I've had a million freaking vaccines. I get them. I get every vaccine and flu shot there is because you know why? Science.
I'll bet when you go to get a vaccine, you're like, what's that shot?
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm talking. I'm asking a million questions. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah. If you got more, I'll do it.
Yeah. I took the vaccine 3 times. I had the hurting arm, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. I mean, look, it was
awesome.
I think the second time I took it wiped me out more than the first. But again, I know because I'm not an idiot. Well, maybe I am. I'm less of an idiot about this stuff. Is that it's like, your body is fighting something. That's the whole point of it. Is that your body's going to react and go like, what the hell? And
it's creating the antibodies.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the people that believe it's an on-purpose thing that came out of a lab in Wuhan. So they created a virus to kill you, but you still don't want the best technology for a vaccination because your natural immune system's going to take care of it.
Yeah, I'm hazy on the Wuhan thing because there's so much weird stuff surrounding all of that. I almost don't care though, because I go like,
I don't care either.
It's gonna start somewhere, and even if it was man-made, I guess what does it matter? Because if it wasn't man-made, it could have jumped from any of the markets or whatever.
But if you look now, it's almost positively the wet market, because which I didn't care either way, just like you. But most of the cases. No, all the cases started over there by the wet market, which is miles and miles away. And those are the first people coming down sick. And nothing around the lab. Nobody that worked there or lived around there got sick.
Well, and we have labs too. So it's not like, I feel like there's like, it almost, I'm not saying we shouldn't try to look for the source. Yes, if it is in fact a lab-based thing, then great. Let's get the standards up so this doesn't happen again. But it's not like these things don't break out on their own anyways. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why is it called a wet mark? Do they only sell wet items?
Yes.
Is that like when they say a wet market, it is an interesting question though. Like, is it a wet market because it's...
I have never really looked at it.
I never really thought of that. See, Bite Me on Klingon 69, despite the name, has really come up with something.
Right. Really some good stuff there. Somebody look it up.
I don't care why COVID came upon humanity. I'm just thinking it was there. Let's make sure that we don't die from it. Or let's just make sure that we've covered all the bases. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like do what you could do. And then, and I think there's a tendency, I think, for us to get complacent. Like, I think there's been a lot of time for people our age and a little older where things have gone well for them. There haven't been outbreaks. There haven't been all these issues. And so I think we've got complacent and started getting a little superstitious about some of this stuff. And it's, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't think that helps with that kind of
Valadoon comes up with a very good.
What do they got?
Point. It's because of their condition, they can't get the shot. So they're relying on herd immunity. which we need to get up to a certain percentile of the public to get rid of things. Like we pretty much had smallpox whipped, right? Or no,
Yeah.
measles.
Yeah,
Measles.
it was basically, we'd eradicated it basically, hadn't we?
What was it? Measles or smallpox? Measles.
Was it measles?
Let's
Or was
get
it-
all
I
the
thought it was
people down in
smallpox.
Texas.
Yeah, let's find out. Let me have a look. What viruses?
VR Gimp.
Diseases.
You're right. That is mad.
What?
VR Gimp said China created this virus to cripple their own economy. Super smart.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant.
I'll teach you a lesson by smacking myself in the face.
Here you go. 14 diseases you almost forgot about thanks to vaccines by healthychildren.org. Polio, tetanus, the flu. I haven't forgotten about the flu. Influenza. Hepatitis B, hepatitis A, rubella.
They're
Hib.
working on getting
What is
rid of
Hib? I don't even know
hepatitis
what that
B.
is. Hemophilus influenza. Wow, I don't even know that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No, there you go. See, that's why we don't know, because of vaccines. Measles, whooping cough. Pneumococcal disease. Pneumococcal disease. Germs can invade parts of the body like the brain and the spinal cord. Oh God. Okay. Rotavirus, mumps, chickenpox, diphtheria. Wow. So there's 14 of them that we didn't know, that basically we haven't had to talk about for ages. We can look forward to them all coming back. The revival.
Right. Because, they're literally shut off all mRNA research. Right in the middle of all these studies, right in the middle of doing it, even vaccines for cancer. They shut it off. It's done. Boom.
Really?
The hepatitis B. Which
Are there vaccines for cancer? Do you mean like gene therapy for cancer stuff? Are there cancer vaccines?
Said they're mRNA. They were working on vaccinations for cancers.
So for specific types of
cancer. Every cancer, but
yeah. All right. Okay. Right.
Because
they seem to be scared of the mRNA. They seem to be scared of this genetic engineering.
It's incredible.
Because they don't understand it.
Right. And it's not, somehow they think their bodies, if you just feed your body exactly right, which apparently for RFK Jr. was lots of cocaine, heroin, and as much testosterone, the human growth hormone, as you can put into your body at the age of 70.
Is that why he has that kind of like veiny look to him? All right. Okay. Was there something else you wanted to? Should I pull up anything else? Are we?
You know what? Let's do a nice one. There's a wheelchair thing called.
Oh yeah.
This is not a wheelchair.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Which is a play on that one. I can't remember the artist's name, but he said this is not a pipe, but it was a pipe. It was a picture of.
Wasn't that Magritte or?
I can't remember. Somebody.
Who was it? It was an M.
It wasn't
Matisse.
Sure.
It wasn't.
It was more German because it said this is not a pipe. In
German.
German.
Yeah. Who was that? God. Vincenzo is a huge fan of his stuff. Someone will know it. You wait. Someone will get it.
We are old.
We are definitely showing our age. Yeah. What's your point?
Yeah.
We're always showing our age. When are we not showing our age is the question.
True.
All right, let's see if I can do. Oh, that's not right. I'm just going to look up the actual. It's just going to be easier to do this. This is not a wheelchair. All right, here we go. Not a wheelchair. Not a wheelchair.
Well, and the reason is if you go the FDA route and try to build a piece of medical equipment that is a wheelchair or electric wheelchair, they're going to crush you.
Right.
Right. So these are not wheelchairs. They are, what would you call them? ATVs.
Right.
Powered by your arms or
a big
whatever.
Rig. Yeah, a four-wheel drive off-road wheelchair. But yeah, okay, but yeah, I see. So basically you're using your arms to move it. Is that right?
Which would be really good.
It was Magritte. Oh my God, I was right.
All right.
Ooh, how classy am I, huh?
Look at you.
This is not a nerd.
It's because he didn't watch television back in the day, guys.
Magritte. That's it. It's a very cool looking machine, I've got to say.
They got other stuff.
I would ride that. I would totally ride that.
Yeah, what I like is it doesn't look medicinal.
No, It looks like a kick-ass like 4x4.
That's what I hate about the track in my ceiling that goes through my room, out down the hall, and over the bathtub.
Yeah.
Is it looks very medicinal. I don't like it.
Oh, let me guess. It's like a slightly off-white color.
Yeah, like a tannish.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a little worse than that because we had to rescue some of the. They didn't pay to get a new one, right? So we did a lot of salvaging the track.
Right.
From the house fire.
Hmm.
Some of it was too far gone.
Right.
But then we rescued what we could. So there's like dark gray.
You'd think like an industrial track, like a cool metal bolted on track would be kind of cool.
I would like it was all hidden by wood.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Like,
so,
yeah.
I see. Right. I was saying embrace it and go with like giant bolts and metal clamps and all sorts of stuff.
Well, I could see that, but I'd like it to be homey or whatever.
No, yeah, it makes more sense.
Like I'd like my wheelchair to look either just badass, like you're talking about, spinning rims, things like that.
Yeah. A little bling. I'm definitely more the industrial. I love the idea. I would live in a cement box if I could. So would my son. Yeah, it's very Mad Max. It's just purples. It's got a good point. It is very Mad Max. Just Mad Max. I love it.
Can we see what else they have?
Yeah.
Wheelchair wise. And they want donate. What's this about?
Ooh, there's a couple of them. There's this one.
They got a kid rig.
The rig. Look at that. It's got even bigger tires. Off-road.
It looks like the seat can move back and forth for different ages, right? As you grow, you can move the seat back.
Right.
That's kind of cool.
Got a manual wheelchair. Whoop. What have I done?
I don't know. It's just loading something up.
Manual wheelchair. Accessories. Manual wheel. Let's look at the manual wheelchair. I see.
But I just like when people go outside. Yeah.
But that's what they're selling. But they're saying you can. I guess you can. So you can custom powder it and stuff. If you, I guess you could
see, that's cool.
Bling it up a little. You know what I mean?
And now that's
kind of like the green. Nah, the green's too hospital too.
If you're paraplegic, you want a very light, portable chair so you can pull up to your car, scoot yourself over, collapse it yourself, and throw it in the back seat.
Right. And that's what this is?
And that's what this kind of chair is.
And it's not a medical device. You see that at the bottom?
See?
Yeah.
That way it's not $1 zillion.
It's so weird that you got to get around it like that, though. That just seems kind of nuts to me that you've got to like fake that it's not a medical device. To
a lot of the equipment I've been looking at that I want like that Celtic magic, which is the weirdest name for a tech thing ever.
Weirdest, yes, absolutely weirdest name for assistive tech that I've heard. Yes,
it really does sound like you're going to get some druidic, like a bag of like runes and like maybe feet from a crow or something.
It's a steampunk wheelchair. Yeah, it has got a very steampunk look to it.
But all of those things, they go over and over again. You're not.
So the donate. Let
wheelchair.
Let me throw this up so people can see it too. This is the donate. So you can. Is this the one where you can buy coins? Yeah, you can buy these coins, like these collector coins, to support them. That. So you buy like a $15 coin or a $100 coin or a dinosaur.
If you don't feel comfortable saying don't, how much did it cost? A lot to make your coins?
I can't remember. I've got to look at the invoice on that. It was more than I expected, to be honest.
Was it less?
But it was because I only got like 500 of them or something, or 200 of them or something.
But was it like if you charge $20 a piece?
Oh yeah, it could do. $20 is fine. You'd
be okay. Okay,
$20 would do it. Yeah.
Well, if you feel like donating there, go right ahead. Or
we highly recommend this because we like the look of this stuff. This is a GimpyG approved charity of choice.
True. Except for GimpyG himself, which he really likes. $500 in doctor's note for the knob. Yeah. Okay. Do you see what VR Gimp said? Could you read that, please?
Yeah. So GimpyG Gaming. When I was getting my car, they wanted $500 in a doctor's note for the knob for the steering wheel, which is to assist in using the wheel. Literally $15 at a Tractor Supply for the same part.
Isn't it ridiculous?
Yeah. Yeah. But part of that is you're saying is because of the
Can I get more tea?
requirements of the medical whatever it's called you got to go through, right?
Yes, and I don't know if it's to get some kind of FDA approval, if it costs a lot, or it probably does, and it takes years. That's silly. The joystick for my wheelchair that I got when I went on the Today Show was $3,500.
Right.
Okay. And
What's
then
up?
this Celtic Magic. Oh, he just told me I had half a glass still, so I don't need more tea. I was just thinking, if he's leaving, I want to make sure I
want to fill up on the tea. Yeah. I got it.
So, and the Celtic Magic is like $500 for a very similar piece of kit.
But that's it. If it's required to go through all of the various different things to get it certified as a medical device or a medical assistive device or a disability assistive device, then it is going to cost a fortune more because of all of the sort of onerous rules required to make that happen. At the same time, you obviously want safety involved. So,
yes,
by not calling it a wheelchair, that's very smart.
But then there's this weird, have you ever heard of rent behavior?
No.
Okay, like nowadays, insurance companies, they can only, you can only keep like 20% most of what they spend out, right? Like, they can't make 50% profit.
Right.
They can only make 20% profit.
Yeah.
So actually, the way they've made up for that is go ahead, charge us $50,000 for a wheelchair, because now we're getting 20% of that 50. Or do you get what I'm saying? They're actually increasing how much they have to spend, and then they probably make a deal with the wheelchair company. We'll buy them in bulk or whatever.
Right.
But
it does feel like that's another one that might be worth. Oh my God, we're turning into socialists.
Dude, I think I'm socialist.
I think I might be going socialist-y.
Look at TVs. TVs are fantastic. You don't need a TV. They're getting bigger and cheaper. You can get a 95-inch TV for like, if you don't mind if it
they're
sucks.
so cheap now.
There's like a $1,700.
Well, because you're selling because they're spying on you now, right? Isn't that the idea that you get these smart TVs so they can just spy on you, basically?
Who cares? I don't mind. We probably should. I don't do anything interesting, but I know it's all about freedom, blah, blah, blah. But
Jacandra has got an interesting one. On the flip side, as much as I hate to give any ground to these ass clowns, RFK butchering guidelines may make it easier to get medical shit to the market. We just will not be able to trust the safety.
True. Or know that it's an actual drug.
Yeah.
Did you see they're bringing in all kinds of scientists who will say global warming is not real? That's going to be their next report they're having.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, I think 99% of climate scientists believe in global warming. So they're having to really search for the cranks that are willing to say that. It's just incredible.
I like this one. Welcome. Wholesome Vampire said, not socialist. You pronounced humanitarian wrong.
Yes, true. Oh, that's good.
It's pretty good, huh? Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You're my friend.
So we have hardcore socialism for the billionaires and rugged individualistic capitalism for everyone else.
It is true. Think about the 2008 financial crisis. They had, oh gosh, we need an airline industry, so they bail them out. And the same industry got in trouble, and they're still getting in trouble by taking all their profit and not buying backup things or doing maintenance. They're buying their own stock to drive up stock prices. So,
well, that's, I mean, again, not to give them credit, but the one of the things I'm sort of tickled by with this administration is the okay, you need a bailout, Intel, we'll take 10% of your company.
See, that's interesting to me.
I kind of like that.
That's making people freak out, and that I'm like, do we own it or does Trump? That's the only part I'm worried about.
Well, we would own it. The problem is we just don't know. I mean, technically the government would own it, but I
like that.
I just don't know how it would be distributed from there, right? You know what I mean?
And do the people
Well, if
get
you
a
want to do a
vote?
sovereign wealth fund, make that's fine with me. Like,
I don't know what that is.
oh, sorry, he wants to do a sovereign wealth fund, which is basically when countries have huge amounts of excess money, they invest it in funds that then get distributed back to people, and all the rest of it. We of course don't have we don't have a surplus. We have a huge deficit. So, but he still wants to do it. But I thought, like, if they're gonna take like a chunk of China's, like, so Nvidia can now sell to China, they're going to take a chunk of that as well. The idea that this could help, get us out of debt is fantastic. I mean, I like that idea, but the idea of creating a fund from the money that's made by investing in these companies would be. I don't know the logistics of it, and I think it's going to be in the nitty little details for sure. That video I sent you from the New Yorker about how much money Trump has made since coming into power.
That you turned me on to, that Scott Galloway.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
covered that
Prof.
as
G.
well.
Is he? Yeah, Prof. G.
Should we look at it? Like, do you know if it was?
It's a long video.
Yeah.
I'll put the link up. People can look at it if they want to. It's a long video, but it's kind of worth watching, I'd have to say, because
let's just say deregulation of meme coins and cryptocurrency and all that happened to line up with Trump earning $3.4 billion.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, what I liked about it was that is his kindest approach to it. He's giving him the benefit of the doubt for most of it. So there you go. That's the video.
If you watch the New Yorker guy, he's being like really, really impartial. He is steel manning the hell out of the Trump side, and he's made 3.4 billion since he was.
It's him and his family, so they've lumped it together. But yeah, and even that, it's very conservative. He went very conservatively on some of the numbers. And this is not even the end of the first year.
Right.
Like, that's what happens now?
Well, I mean, I think the thing that people don't really pay attention to, and the people who get mad at us, is like, okay, Trump had a dinner where the president of the United States showed up. If you were one of the 50 top purchasers of his coin, of his meme coin, that is tit for tat. That is, how can that be even questionable to be wrong? Jimmy Carter sold his peanut farm, so there would be no sign of impropriety.
Yeah.
And this guy invites billionaires from around the world to a dinner, and he knows exactly who's bought the most. So he can turn little screws and help them out.
Well, unlike Saudi Arabia investing in huge amounts of money into the Jared Kushner's investment fund and stuff. When the actual group that's supposed to decide what they invest in had said no, he doesn't have the background, or that we would not be investing in this ourselves. The king stepped in and said, go ahead.
Yeah, or that $400 billion 747.
The question that he leaves
million.
Yeah, 150 million or something. What it was for a used?
It was 400 and some million for the Boeing.
Wow.
Whatever.
I mean, one of the things that I was sort of chilled me at the end was his final summation, where he talks about, he says they seem very eager to sell and to make as much money as they can while they can. So what's getting sold and what's going to get sold?
I forgot to tell you this part. Okay. Have you heard of a guy named Lutnick? He's like one of Trump's big supporters of tariffs and all that. I call him Nutlick because it's Lutnick, but so let's just call him Nutlick.
Okay.
His kids have a big company, and they're buying up everybody's tariff debt. So, like, let's say you rack up. Well, they've said they've already made $180 $1 billion in tariffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going through and offering you 10 cents. We will buy that debt from you, right?
Wow.
And then if it gets determined to be illegal, we get the full refund.
Oh, wow.
So they literally are counting on it being declared illegal. And they're in the goddamn house.
Wow.
They're in the house, dude.
They're hedging the bets of their own bet. Well, but this is the other thing is it's like, I mean, like owning companies that are completely influenced by him being president and, like meme coins that are entirely based on his popularity and stuff. It's a video that people should watch. You should definitely watch it. It's quite fascinating. And that's not to say, again, I think that one of the reasons why this is being allowed to happen is that there's an absolute distrust for both sides of the government now, and I think that unfortunately we're now moving to this weird authoritarian kind of approach to government. Yeah, it's bizarre. Nap time, says Dewey. Yeah, I'm getting there too. I'm slowing down a bit. How you doing?
I'm fine, but let's see. What did I want to talk about? I don't know. I was going to cover a bunch of ice crap, but
the ice thing was fascinating just because, not so much because of the video, but we should talk about what the undercurrent there that was weird was that basically it was footage of a guy who had been caught by these ice agents, none of whom would identify themselves, none of whom had badge numbers, basically completely free to do whatever they want. There was one of them has this big DSLR camera, and it looked to me like they were staging stuff.
Well, it has come to fruition. There, I'll find it. The pictures in the video that they reshot have been used by WhiteHouse.gov.
They have.
Yes. So they re-assaulted the guy.
Yeah.
To get the. It's almost like David Hewlett is an immigrant because they.
Where was that video? I gotta find that one because maybe we could pull up a bit of it.
It was in.
It's the 1:09. Yeah. 1 hour 19. Got it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, let me open it. We might as well just show because we can just cut straight to that, can't we?
Yeah. And these guys won't bust your balls at all.
Okay, let's have a look here. See if we can share this. All right. So this is it Mr. Fun? Is that right? There you go. Okay, so Mr. Fun, I think it was around, let me see. Here we go. Let's just watch it without the commentary and see what they have to say here.
We got to go through this video somewhat slowly. This is really disturbing stuff. Now, I know that the ACLU in LA has filed suits.
What is the ACLU?
ICE, and I think around, at least involving events on this day.
What is it?
Okay, watch this. Oh, no, I'm going to be right here, my friend. Okay, stop it right there. You see the guy in the back in the darker suit. You can just, right there, where he's got a 35 millimeter camera. And,
how does he know he's got a camera? I can't even see that. Can you see that?
You probably watched it beforehand. We'll see it.
ACLU in LA has filed suits against ICE. And I think
they've got cameras on them. Are those on
this day?
Do they?
Okay, watch this.
Is that what that is?
Oh yeah, there you go. There's the camera. There it is.
There it is.
Got it. Look, I'm better than he is at pointing it out.
Right here, my friend. Okay, stop it right there.
So he's got the big camera
back in the darker suit.
Yeah, we know this.
You can just right there where he's got a 35 millimeter camera, and often you'll see these ICE guys with videos that they're shooting the protesters.
Right.
This is This is basically
so like kick-ass lens on it.
We don't
right.
know.
I think his point. Yeah, his point was I thought was kind of interesting. Where you're like, of course they're filming stuff.
Right.
So the guy is standing. Right. They've got the guy constrained. They've got two guys on him.
Yeah.
The guy in the white shirt behind there. He comes into frame.
There you go.
Right
This
there.
guy's the guy who's getting arrested.
Him.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got his arms behind him. There's that weird speaker in the background that reminds me of 1984 too.
Right.
And then this is the weird thing.
Name and badge.
And then he's there. He's standing there like that.
So you
and
can
then
see, and he right behind there.
they've got him.
Already
Arms
got
behind
him.
his back.
He's cuffed. His hands behind his back, and they're gonna take him back down to the ground to take photos.
Name and badge, and I'll go this way.
Name and badge.
Just dropped him.
There you go. So they drop him.
Okay, now
and there's this guy
there with the cap that's facing us is now shooting pictures of him on the ground.
You are going to be federally charged for kidnapping.
Right there, right there.
I mean,
yeah.
Whoa, dude, that's cool. This guy's cool.
So
this guy's got a fucking kafia.
Wow.
But what kills you is they redo it violently so that they get the action shot.
Yeah.
You know, I know
it's very YouTuber. It's very
YouTuber, to
YouTuber,
you,
right? Yeah.
Right? Didn't they beat you with burns while you were supposedly falling down a hole or something?
Yeah.
And of course, Del Toro does 47 takes.
That was Vincenzo, actually.
Was it? Okay.
Del Toro, I'm sure, was a part of it. But yes, yeah. Hang me from a rope and then have stuntmen hit me dressed in green suits. Yeah.
Right. Because it's fun. But and then
those are Axon Model 4 body cameras that ICE Gestapo are wearing. So there should be we should be able to see this then.
But we can't, and they don't have numbers of verification. It just killed. What have we covered, David? Because since you've been gone, they've taken over Washington D.C.
They're talking about Chicago. They're talking about Chicago next, I guess. Have you watched any of the South Parks?
They're killing me. I really like them.
They're so on the money. Like this is a present for you. You are the best president ever. You do not have a tiny penis. Like it's extraordinary.
I liked it, but Jose, he's a good man. He's going to heaven probably. And they're like, then next you see ICE invading heaven to catch all the Mexicans in heaven.
It's just, it's disgusting. And then in the latest one, they have everywhere they visit, every tourist site, governmental tourist site that they see along the way to the Capitol is either being replaced by Trump's form and is always surrounded by soldiers with guns. So.
They're fighting to get his face up on Mount Rushmore.
Are they really?
Yeah, they have big posters of him on the side of the FBI building now? You'll have to look. Whenever doing one of their cabinet meetings, where they all bow down and scrape and grovel before the king.
Yeah.
They were showing that he has, look, we put your beautiful face on the side of this building. It is bizarre. And the fact that people can't see it is freaking me out.
I think people do see it though. And I think this is the problem, right? Is that this was the thing that the guy was talking about from the New Yorker about how much money he's made. This is all public. It's all public. It's like, as I say, refreshingly corrupt. It's all out in the open. All right, what's your wrap up now?
I'm just, like I said, I believe it's going to be
mock the walkers.
Up for yourself, goddammit, and mock the walkers.
Mock the walkers. I like to mock the walkers. And what do I say? I God, it's been so long. I will say, until we kick again, be brave, be kind, be brilliant.
Yeah.